while I was coming to office, I was stuck in traffic jam in Indira Nagar for full 15 minutes. Then again, I was stuck in Koramangala for another 10 minutes. Then again in Silpur for another 10 minutes. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and their guests. Is there anyone here who has not suffered the agony of traffic jam in Bangalore? I am sure today or tomorrow you will have the experience if you have not suffered it so before. Traffic jam is a constant habit. Do you know how much time an average person in Bangalore spends in traffic jam in a week while traveling from north to south? By some estimate, it is like 5 to 8 hours in a week is wasted in traffic jams. Do you know, according to one survey, Bangalore is the 6th most difficult city in the world for commuters. In Bangalore, there are approximately 8 to 10 lakh information technology professionals. According to one survey, an average IT professional spends like 250 to 300 hours in a year stuck in traffic jam. Just calculate the amount of financial loss to the companies and to the amount of mental stress and agony for the person who is stuck in traffic jam. One of the reasons that I can see for this traffic jam is that there are simply too many personal or private vehicles on the road. Will it not be so nice if 4 or 5 people could share one car to address this problem? Is it always necessary for all of us, each one of us, to drive a car when I am myself traveling alone? Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, I want to suggest an alternative and a way out of this traffic jam, which brings me to the topic of carpooling. Carpooling means you share the car with another person. 4 or 5 people can share one car, and that makes his life easier and for all the people's life easier. But whenever we are talking of carpooling, there are advantages and challenges of adopting to carpooling. First, I will explain to you what are the difficulties that one can face. First and foremost, you lose the advantage of being flexible with your time, because most probably you will be traveling in somebody else's car. You need to follow some timing. It's not your car, you have to follow his timing. Second is, you have to adjust or adapt to some other people's. Some of them may be smoking, some of them may be late in catching up the cab. Another difficulty is that if you have to work extra hours in office, carpooling may not work for you. In spite of all the difficulties that I mentioned, the advantages that carpooling offers are so enormous and so much influencing the environment and other factors that you will be surprised that why we did not adopt carpooling so far. First and foremost, your expenditure for maintaining your own vehicle gets down drastically. Supposing 5 people share one car, then the petrol cost, maintenance cost, everything goes down. Then you don't have to suffer the stress of driving alone. You can talk to another person in the cab or in the car. Then you can start friendship with another person. And one of the major advantages, or you can say savings, is that carpooling, if many people adopt carpooling, what will happen the total number of vehicles on the road will drastically reduce. Supposing today 5 people are traveling in their individual cars, and tomorrow those 5 people decide to share one car, then how much reduction in volume is happening? 80% reduction is happening in the number of vehicles. That itself will reduce the traffic volume on the road. And the most important influence that it will have is on the environment. The amount of pollution that the cars are spreading will get down like 80%. So, ladies and fellow Toastmasters and their guests, I want to implore you or urge you that please, from next time onwards, please consider carpooling whenever possible. But how to achieve carpooling and how do you do that? On the internet, there are many resources available for searching is any vehicle available in my locality which is going towards my destination. Second is you can connect through Facebook to anyone you know personally whom you can rely on whose car you can share a ride. These are the various means by which you can adapt to carpooling. I just want to highlight a few my experiences and a few positive cases. If you ask me whether I have done carpooling, the answer is yes. One of my neighbors in the same apartment comes to this same road to Electronic City. Very often he will give me a ride. That what happens, my cost or expenditure goes down drastically, and as usual the influence or the impact on environment also is positive. And in many US cities, they have made it compulsory during office time. If you have to follow one road, then you have to do carpooling. These are the positive examples that I have given, and I once again urge you to consider carpooling whenever possible. Thank you.